Okay, hey guys, it's Kevin and I'm back with another video. I put a poll on my Instagram page and I was asking people like what they wanted to see next on my page. And first of all, people have been asking me for a while like, how'd you close your gap? Like, oh, what happened? Like, you didn't have braces and all this other stuff. I was on some like, got a bag and fix my teeth. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I loved your gap. And I'm gonna show y'all some pictures like of before, if I can find a whole bunch of like before I closed my gap. But for me, it's just weird because like I had people all the time like tell me like, oh my gosh, I love your gap, oh my gosh this, oh my gosh that. But then I also had people tell me like, oh, like, you know, you should get your gap closed, or like da 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 da. So it's weird. I chose to close my gap personally because just like when I would see my headshots and my photo shots and stuff, like when I was like doing a little bit of modeling, and then also I'm a dancer, so when I would take headshots, I would just prefer, you know, for my gap to be closed. But my gap isn't all the way closed yet. I use Smile Direct Club. I think I started it in 2018, like November or something of 2018. And so I'm just gonna talk about like the process for me, their customer service, payments, like how affordable it is. So this is the box that they sent me, all of my like aligners is what you call them, of my aligners in. So basically what I did was I went online and I like submitted basically like because when I did it, I was at school. So if you're not at school, I recommend you go to the Smile shop because they can actually like do their little machine thing. Whereas like I just had to take a whole bunch of pictures and they had to like basically figure it out online through that. So that took a little while longer, but I think I got my aligners in like 6 weeks. So these are what aligners look like. Like it's just like these clear plastic trays. These clear plastic trays that you can like, you just snap them in your teeth. So I had a 6-month supply. Now you're supposed to wear these things all day, all night, all whatever. So when I first got it, because I was like just so adamant about like closing my gap, and so I did that. But then like as I started falling off, and then I started, what's up? I don't know, go ask him. Then as I started, you know, going through with it, I started losing retainers. I threw like maybe 2 pairs. 1 pair I lost, another pair I accidentally threw in the trash. So my 6-month journey has turned into like basically a 1.5 years. Yeah. When I got to a certain point with the other ones, my gap didn't close all the way. My gap hadn't closed all the way with my first set of retainers. So I had to go to their customer service. And they were really nice about this. They were really, really nice when I was home during that time, so I could go to a Smile shop in Atlanta. So I went to a Smile shop, and I think it was Kennesaw or something. They were able to like do it, and then they sent me some more aligners. But that took a long time to come back. But this is the thing. If you go into a Smile shop, I feel like, and they do it, and then they send it to you, and you straight, like you're good. But if you have to like, if you lose your retainers, like all that stuff, not being responsible is gonna like adjust the process. It's gonna make the process a little longer. So this is my smile today. I don't know what my glasses are like. Cheese. So yeah, it works. It is painful. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is painful. But it's literally like these plastic trays that are like forcing your teeth together. For me, the trick was, and I got this from a friend, because I was actually, Smile Direct Club was recommended to me from a friend that I went to college with. So the way that she recommended it to me was to like do it at night, and that works so much more. So if you need to like take some ibuprofen or like a pain reliever, I don't like taking a whole bunch of pain relievers, but when I needed to, I would pop them in, take a pain reliever, and then I would put them in, and then I would sleep. And so then by the time you wake up in the morning, because you done had them on for like 8 hours, if you get the right amount of sleep, they have adjusted to your teeth so it don't hurt as bad. And then that's how you start off, like every time you do a new week. So it's like the first, for the months, it goes on these monthly basis. So you have like week 1, then you have week 2, then you have week 3 and 4 and 1 aligner. So week 3 and 4 is 1 aligner, week 1 and 2 is like separate aligners. And so you got to make sure like you wear them every day, and that's why you got to wear them every day, because the switch out is so quick. They do hurt to wear, but I heard braces hurt really bad. Like, I've seen people get braces and not be able to eat nothing but applesauce for 2 weeks. No, I can't compare the pain level because I haven't had braces, but I would assume, like, you know, braces and probably Smile Direct are around, you know, the same amount of pain. The other thing I would suggest is, like, people that I've heard who have had like other problems, like underbite or overbite, or like sometimes, like, I used to have a tooth that was like up here when I was younger, but they had to take it out. People who I have heard use Smile Direct with those problems, it's not as easy and it hurts a little worse because a lot of shifting has to be done. Whereas like I had spaces, I had a lot of spaces, so not necessarily extra teeth. They're like an over or underbite. And so basically all Smile Direct did was close my spaces, so it wasn't as, I guess, intense, like complex of a transformation. That's another thing that I would think about is like talk to your dentist or your orthodontist. Talk to somebody who knows about teeth, and I would just ask them, like, because considering on how much work would need to be done would be something to consider with Smile Direct Club. But one thing I will say is their customer service was on point. I've heard other people say not so much, but
okay, because that's your business.
For me, their customer service was on point. Like, literally, I would call them. I remember one time they waived my retainer fee because they had made a mistake and like took so long or whatever. And when I went to the Smile thing, because my gap didn't close, like all that was free. Like anytime a mistake was made, like they made sure that they like held themselves accountable for it. So I really appreciated that. Payment wise, I went to the orthodontist a couple of times, like when I was in high school, and they were like, what's up?
Yeah, coming over.
Okay, great. Eat some fruit or a snack. You do not need to eat. What'd you say? Okay, I went to an orthodontist when I was in high school, and they were saying their quote was like $8,000 for braces, and I just had like a couple of spaces, and I was like, my mom was like, But when I got to college and I was making a little bit of money, so I could afford it for myself, Smile Direct Club, I think in total they charged me about $2,500, so about $2,000, $2,500, and my bill is like $75 a month. That's what I decided to do because I felt like, you know, and then it was like a more discreet process. Like braces, you can see braces, you know what I'm saying, braces are there, and I felt like, I don't think there's an age limit on braces, but I personally felt like, I feel like I'm too old for braces now, you know what I'm saying. I was only 19, but I felt like I was too old for braces at the time, so I was like, let me do Smile Direct Club because you know, it's discreet, a lot of people won't see it, and I can just walk around and straighten my teeth at the same time. Payment options, I think definitely way less than braces. So if you can't afford braces, because if you cannot afford braces, I think Smile Direct Club is a perfect way to go. $75 a month. For me, that was like get my nails done a couple of times a month. Like if I get my nails done twice, I'll probably just spend like $90 on my nails a month. So I'll just put that towards, you know, Smile Direct if I want my smile to look a certain way. Another thing that I want to talk about with Smile Direct is the consistency of it. So like if you have to wear your retainer, like if you do not wear your retainer, your teeth will shift back, which I don't think is on them at all. I think that's just a natural thing to like be cognizant of, because it was a lot of times where like I would be done and then I would stop wearing it, and then I would have to go back to the months and like put it back in. But that's the good thing, is that like I have all my trays here. So it's like if I ever need to go back to like redo it, or I feel like I need to go back because I wasn't wearing it like I was supposed to, then I can always go back and like just fit my trays in. Yeah, I talked about payment. Customer service was bomb. They would answer the phone. You may have to wait a little bit. You may have to call them a couple times. But as far as like, you know, making sure that you are taken care of as the customer, and that like, you know, you get what you're paying for, they definitely did good with that. Timing, I feel like it's good, because when they were telling me braces, it was like almost 2 years. Whereas like this process, even though I dragged it out, it was supposed to only be 6 months. This sounds more like a review about myself. And yeah, so this is my Smile Direct. I just put my little things in. Now, when you put these in, you are gonna talk with a lisp. So, jeez. So that was my Smile Direct review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to either comment in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram. Whatever you need to do to ask me questions, I'm down to answer any questions. So this was just my experience. I know a lot of people have had a lot of different experiences. This was my experience with Smile Direct, and I'm so happy with my smile. I'm so happy. Yeah, I love my teeth. And I feel like I didn't have to like drop a big bag on it to like, you know, get these perfect teeth. So that's me. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. All of that's gonna be in the bio and on my YouTube thing. On my intro and outro. Follow me, and I will see you guys soon. On the weekdays, party on the weekend. Here's a little of my life. Learning new lessons, tune in for